Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to talk about the most effective angles that you can run to be successful out of dummy half. Okay, so we saw the introduction video. That was a try. Let's have a look at this one first. Now, this is probably not the best thing to do. Sometimes it may work, but I would just advise tweaking this a little bit. So let's have a look. Let's break this down about what makes something less and something more successful when you're running out of dummy half. So the first thing we've got here is we have a middle with the ball. And when you are running from dummy half, you want to make sure that you're putting the ball down for this is a link or your other middle. You can do it either way, but you want to step to the side. Like as long as you dump the ball on the player that's marking you, you step to the side of the player that you dump to. So if you dump to number 25, you split this way. If you dump to the middle, then you split this way, and that basically allows them to pick up the ball right in front of the offside player. So he's done that here. He's gone down for his link. This player is now offside, and that's the foundation of every single attacking play in the modern era. Is you are targeting offside players. In particular, the player that's most offside 90% of the time is the one making the touch. So what does the dummy half do here? Firstly, look, I'm not saying it's ideal in every scenario, but practice your one-hand scoop. That's how I would pick up the ball, just because I'm terrible at one-handed scoops and I would probably drop the ball. Not saying that I pick up from dummy half much, but let's have a look at the way he runs the ball. Okay, so he's taken a few steps here and he's taken on the open side. But let's look at the angle that he takes. So he picks it up and he just runs a straight line into the middles. So in between the middles. Now what he's hoping for is this player here, this middle here, to come and shut down. This link here shuts down and this winger shuts down. That is what he's hoping for. But when you take off and you run one way, watch this defender. Now I've got a video called Skateboard Defense and he's pulling corner, but as soon as he takes off to the open side, he flips his hips. And it's like doing the 180 on the skateboard. You call it surfboard defense, whatever. That's the term I use when I'm coaching junior games. And now, because he's just running that one way, you can see these players here. They've got their outside, like their hips are turned towards their outside, and they're going to start peeling away because they know that this defender can recover. He can just chase down because he hasn't actually been beaten. While he was pulling corner, he was still fixated on where that was going to go. And because he's just taken off at one angle, he can just flip around. And you can see he's passed the ball here and he's probably 2 steps away from being touched. This guy can release, this guy can release, and this guy can release. As soon as that run starts at one angle towards the open side, that's what happens. And you can see that pass there. Even no matter who catches this pass, you can see he's marking, and the winger's got, he's off screen, but look, there's not much space for him to work with anyway. So everyone was actually marked up quite well. So that's what happens when you just take off open side. You will just get chased. You will get herded in, however you want to say it. Let's have a look at the next example, which is from the same game, and it's the same team. It's Western Suburbs. This time it's a middle. Now, as far as this video goes, this is not going to make a difference. The only difference for this is he splits the other way. He splits in, and his middle now is able to attack the offside player. If he splitted towards the camera, what that meant would be just this player here could just come up and make the touch. He's not attacking the offside player, he's attacking him, and if he was further onside, that would be way worse. But let's have a look at his angle now. I'm just going to play it in slow motion. Okay, notice the difference here. There's the dump and split, and he takes off this way, and then he'll get to about here, and then he'll change his angle to go back towards the open. So he starts off running towards the short side, or if you want, you can run straight at that offside player, and then you can choose which way you want to go. But what he's done is taken off a little bit short side, and right at the 7 or at some point in your short side, when they start pulling corner, and they will pull a bigger corner if you start running them onto the short side. You can then step them. And you notice now, look at the angle that his body is at, because it's just physically, it's very difficult to change angles like this when you're running backwards. Before, let's say the defender, this is in a reference to the last video, he made the touch here, and he sort of made 2 steps, and then he sort of curved around. Whereas this guy, in defense, he's gotten all the way back here, and then it's been a sharp angle that he's had to recover from. And the human body just doesn't let you do that. You might see a 12-year-old that can do that when he weighs like 30 kilos, but a grown man trying to do that, that's really hard. And you see people slip over because of the weight on the traction and stuff like that. It's just really hard on the limbs to try and be able to do that. So that's not any fault out of this defender at all. That is just a good run from dummy half, and he's changed. It's really key. It's that angle here, and you change it. You can do it right, but if you know that they're going to get onside here, I'd do it right before they're onside. And that way you can beat them. And now you see this player has to come in, this, and then this. And it's just a little bit too late, or you just missed him. And another thing to point out here is when you take off short, originally, at the dump, this guy might be nice and tight, but because this guy pulls a really hard corner now that you've taken that short side on, it increases the distance between the two middles very quickly and very suddenly. And because of that, because you've taken off to the short side so quick, you've really managed to give yourself a little bit extra room. So it's just the benefits of taking off short. So you can take off direct and they start backpedaling and then you kick away on the short side. So you'd run this way and then go bang like that. But either way, you want to have that point of an angle change. You can take off open side, crack back short. That normally works on a rooster or a counties play or something like that. When you're dummy half, normally they're going to leave a little gap in the middle because they want you to run and shut you down like he does, but he just would normally make the touch. But yeah, that's the key taking away point of this video, is make sure that when you take off from dummy half, there is that definitive angle change, probably 50 to 60% of the way through your run before the player's getting onside. So hopefully you got something out of that. If you've got any more pointers on practicing this, leave it in the comments, because there's some really good comments that come into the chat, and it benefits a lot of other people that watch these videos and read the comments as well. So feel free to provide your knowledge if you know anything else in the comments. But until then, thank you for watching, and we'll see you at Touch Footy.